Good morning, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another video. I'll tell you what I'm not going to do today. Everybody seems to be, or YouTubers seem to be slagging off other YouTubers at the moment and putting them down and everything else, but you know what, I work for sales. I worked in sales for decades, and in sales I was always taught early on that to not put the other product down, but to big up your product or big up yourself rather than put someone else down. And therefore I'm not going to jump on that bandwagon. It would be pretty easy with all the hidden gems everywhere and, you know, all the regurgitation of this mass hysteria on the broccoli laws, or on everybody's leaving Thailand, or on visas, or where's everyone gone and stuff like that. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to lie, I filmed 1 or 2 videos about this very subject and I've decided not to.
Why is everyone leaving Thailand? It's low season, mate. Every year.
I'm going to let you get your knowledge. If you want to get your knowledge from a person who's been here for a year, possibly 18 months, and professes to know everything about Thailand, has turned into one of those gurus that you often see after they've been here a year or two, and wants to tell you all about the laws and everything else, and wants to peel back the layers of Thai society, let them crack on. If people want to show you hidden gems that turn out to be Hua-Hin, or regurgitate the same information or misinformation, that's fine. That's always been going on anyway, from travelers' tales, or travelers' tales, and now the internet, aren't they? So I've been here 26 years. I worked for a plethora of law firms, the biggest law firms in this country, for decades. I've helped write laws, I've helped edit acts that go through Parliament, and I still wouldn't dare to tell you what actually goes on here.
For the last 20 years or so, I've made a living in Thailand through the manipulation of the English language. Words are my thing. I've written articles, textbooks, style guides, newsletters, a plethora of different bits and pieces, and I've polished endless legal turds. Tedious, yes, but it's paid for me to raise my kid here. Look, I had some footage left over from the Bang Saen Festival of Speed a couple of weeks ago, the Bangsaen Grand Prix, so in today's video, let's explore a small, bite-sized chunk of Thai working class culture. What is Thai working class culture? It's not just street food, I'll tell you that. It's not just slurping noodles on a plastic stool under a flickering fluorescent light while proclaiming, I'm just like the locals, no tourists come here. No, it's the sweat behind the wok. It's the hands thick with calluses, the mind deep with worry about how they're going to pay the bills this week. A second-hand Yamaha out the back with bald tyres, maybe a roll of lottery tickets tucked in a shirt pocket, a midday break in the shade with a shot of Lao Cow and some dreams. Because sometimes that's all the holiday you get as a Thai working class person. It's the same blue-collar pickup truck carrying a family to the temple on Sunday, to a wedding on Wednesday, to haul concrete on Monday morning, and maybe a quick tune-up at the drag track on the Friday night. It's amulets swinging from the rear-view mirror, Thai country songs on the radio, and a pack of Krong tips stuck above the sun visor. Yet, here we are, watching a parade of content creators licking their lips in front of every grill and wok in a market, playing tourists with a GoPro in one hand and an ice sugar bomb in the other. They call it authentic. They call it real. They call it living like a local. No tourists come here, but only until it's bedtime. Then it's back to a condo with a rooftop pool, Scandinavian furniture, imported wine, pate and industrial strength aircon set to freezing. Next week, it's off to Chiang Mai or one of the islands down south with their suitcase and drone. Upper middle class escapism dressed in linen. Not a far cry from the lives they left behind, really. Do they queue in the heat at government hospitals? Do they take the red bus with no windows swaying through traffic for 7 baht? Do they watch soap operas and laugh at the slapstick villains? Do they kneel at their local shrine or quietly refill the water in the spirit house? Do they eat somtam 3 days in a row and feel it burn every time? Because the Thai working class doesn't get to cherry pick their own culture. They live it, whole and raw and layered, beautiful and brutal. You think middle-class Thais eat street food every day? If they did, the nation would be flatlined under a tidal wave of diabetes and gout. They do what they must, the working classes, sometimes with a smile, sometimes with silence. And then there's Bang Saen. Bang bloody Saen. Too Thai, too loud, too crowded, too chaotic, say a lot of foreigners. I don't know how many times I've heard, why do you go there? It's a rubbish beach, there's nothing to do, there's nothing to eat. And do you know what I say to that? I say, good, because it's clearly not a beach built for you. It's for the auntie in floral pyjamas selling grilled squid, for the uni kids who live locally or are on a weekend break, for the taxi driver who brought his kids to the sea for the first time, for the beer-drinking uncles playing dominoes under a parasol. It's somtam and grilled chicken and other Isan delights and seafood. It's cold, sugary soda in plastic bags, sticky sand between your toes and the smell of fermented crab in the breeze. It's the soundtrack of Thailand unfiltered. It's car stereos, speakers that are way too big, laughter, wind chimes, motorbikes sputtering through sand. This, my friend, is working class Thailand. Messy, proud, full of flavour and contradiction. You can't reduce it to pack-a-pow in a cheap condo rental. You can't understand it from behind a lens or a filtered feed. You have to sit with it a while, sweat with it, wait with it, endure with it, and learn the rhythm, not just the aesthetic. Now, I'm not trying to tell you that I know how to do all these things. Not at all. I'm just warning you, the viewers, that there's a lot of misinformation going on about Thailand. So next time someone tells you everyone's leaving Thailand, ask them, have you been to Thailand lately? Not the influencer hotspots, not the beachfront cafes with croissants, not the expat bubbles where every menu has an avocado section. I mean real Thailand, the working class Thailand. And by the way, if you're calling working class areas slums, you're very much right at the top of the problem. When I talk about working class Thailand, or real Thailand, I'm talking about the Thailand that really doesn't need your presence or your approval. And it couldn't care less for your curated experience. That Thailand is still here, my friends. It's in the food, yes, sure it is. But it's also in the fight, the spirit, in the faith, in the fun, in the way people live, endure, laugh, and just keep going. You want to understand Thainess? Come back when you've got 3 hours minimum and a genuine appetite.
You know, Bang Saen is the quintessential Thai holiday town. It doesn't get more typical than this. It's the number one place for Thais to come to as a family, particularly working class Thais anyway. Maybe more middle class head to Hua Hin and the Thai Riviera, but this place is packed every single national holiday, every single weekend. It's absolutely packed. The safety car's just come through. We just heard an almighty bang. There's the yellow flag. Someone's had a crash. Thanks, mate. You just spoiled the race for everyone else.
I'm not here to shove a camera into the faces of families just trying to enjoy their weekend. And I won't be enjoying the creeps with telephoto lenses zooming in on girls with selfie sticks, or the ones hanging around the pretties every day. I'm not going to point and whisper while some uncle in flip-flops sips his whiskey and soda at 10 a.m, because that's his beach, not my documentary set.
This is so different to the West. In the UK, for example, if kids have been up on the beach drinking all night, there'd be mayhem, there'd be fist fights, there'd be knifing going on, robberies, all sorts. Do you know what? You walk through here or you drive through here, everybody's really polite. I went to 7-Eleven and there were 3 really drunk teenagers in there. Really polite, really nice with the staff, clearly drunk, but just so respectful. Sure, if you want to find Thai aggression, you can go and find it. Go to the right bar late at night and start on the right person. You'll probably get shot. But here at the beach early morning when people have been drinking all night, you see a side of Thai culture that's very, very respectful. If you don't believe me, then come to a place like Bang Saen, get up at 5, 6 in the morning and walk down. You can walk through all these youngsters drinking, and predominantly you're going to get nothing but friendliness. Sure, there's an arsehole everywhere, but in general, it's just another beautiful side of Thai culture. I mean, sure, I've been here 26 years. I could make videos and show you all the negative sides of Thai culture. I could do that in any city in the world or any country in the world, but I don't feel the need to. For me and my channel, I'm going to show you the quirky sides of Thai culture, and I'm going to show you the more positive sides as well, because why do we want to sit and watch videos and feel negative? If we wanted to do that, just go and watch the news or your chosen news source. Doesn't matter whether it's the mainstream media or whatever else you watch. That's how we feel negative for the day. If you want to feel positive, let's take a walk through working class Thailand. You're going to see positivity, you're going to see smiles, and you're going to meet some decent people. This is when the place reveals itself, not for show, just as it is. And one thing you'll always notice here is the pickup trucks.
Drives like this every day. Inside.
Thais don't just drive them, they adore them. They worship them, modify them, race them. It's not just a vehicle, it's a family member, a workhorse, a status symbol, and sometimes a street demon with turbocharged dreams. Lowered suspension, speakers in the boot, chrome rims that glint like temple roofs. You'll find more passion poured into a pickup than into most dating apps, because a pickup can take you to work, take your family to the countryside, carry your homecoming pig, your durian harvest, your sound system, your life. It's not about posing with culture, it's about recognising it. So no, I'm not here to curate a fantasy. There'll be no fancy clips and close-ups of people doing the things that I've just talked about. Would that be an easy video to make? Yes, it would. But I'm not here to invade your day. I'm not here to package up Thai-ness into 5 neat Instagrammable moments. I'm just going to go on a little drive and take a little wander. However, one of the most unique things about this particular week, or race week, the Bang Saen Grand Prix, is that we see the meeting point here very much of the working class people and the middle and upper middle class people, the ones that can afford to come down here in nice cars, take a couple of days off work, or maybe they don't work and just watch the event. And then you'll see on the Saturday morning, irregardless of the racing that's going on, all the usual working class people just turning up, maybe on a Sunday for the day. That's more likely. A lot of people work 6 days a week. Early Sunday morning, everybody arrives at the beach for the day, or they do if they come into the beach. I should add as well, look, I'm not aiming this video at any one particular person, not at all. However, if anybody's been a bit butthurt by this video, or might think it's about them, get over yourself, sweetheart. For fuck's sake, honestly. What is wrong with you?
I'm on a road bridge, only an hour from downtown Bangkok. Look, when the tide's in, we're surrounded by water here. At the moment, it's mud flats, obviously. Look as far as the eye can see there. Oysters, mussels, and we really are in the middle of the sea here. We're in the middle of the mangroves. Look, it's mangroves from that side. It's Ang Silar that way, and then down to Sriracha, and it's back up to Bangkok this way. But I love this spot. It's a great spot for sunset, and do you know what? It's like I said, it's an hour down from Bangsaen. There's a lovely restaurant a bit further down there. I'll show you that in a minute. If you are looking for a better life and you do have dough, like allegedly some of those people turning up on little dinghies in Dover in England, come here. Look,